Good morning, CrossFit South Brooklyn. Coach Fox, happy to be here with you for your Saturday Crazy Metcon whiteboard. Today looks like a really fun one. It's kind of a play on a workout called Barbara, which is a similar rep scheme. And because we don't have pull-up bars at home, there's no pull-ups in this version, but it looks like it's a blast to get done at home. So what we have overall is 4 rounds total. And within the 4 rounds, each round is going to consist of 50 squats, 40 sit-ups, 30 swings with either your dumbbell or kettlebell, whatever you have, and then finishing off with 20 hand release push-ups. After you do that 50, 40, 30, 20, you're gonna rest for 3 minutes on the dot, and then you're gonna repeat that 3 more times. So 4 rounds total with 3 minutes of rest in between. I don't foresee anybody running into this, but we want each round rather to take no more than 8 minutes. So scale appropriately. That might mean for you, you're doing 40, 30, 20, 10, or maybe if the push-ups are like a sticky spot, that might be where you decide to do 15 or even 10, or maybe not do the hand release. So let's go through the workout. Let's go through the movements. As I said, you're beginning with the squat, and this is your basic air squat, so no weight involved in this squat. Feet about shoulder width apart, toes probably turned out a little bit, and then you're sitting down and standing. You do have 200 total squats going on today, so the recommendation is to not waste a lot of time, because this can cost you a lot of time in the workout. If your squats are really super slow, then that could make the difference between, probably overall like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe more during the workout. So hips initiate the movement, knees go at the same time, sitting all the way down, standing up. Generally, arms come forward to balance you out, hip crease below the top of the knee, and then coming back to standing. 50 of those. The challenge is there to do 50 unbroken squats, but you could certainly do like quick mental breaks, maybe a set of 10, something like that, with a very, very brief rest at the top. So try to get through those squats again with some speed. And then for your sit-up, I'm going to use this rolled up towel. So I've got my yoga mat down, my exercise mat. I'm going to put a towel underneath my low back. That's going to function like an ab mat. Feet together or close to each other. Knees can be straight up or out to the side. And then because we have so many sit-ups, I'm definitely going to use momentum on these sit-ups. As I sit back, arms overhead, and then I throw the arms forward to come up to sitting nice and tall at the top. Elbows around the knees, or if you're anchoring your feet or your feet are together and you've got room, then fingers touching the feet at the top. So again, 40 sit-ups total. After the sit-ups, you're going to pop up and move to your dumbbell or kettlebell. I've got a kettlebell here today, and I'm going to do my swings with this. But the basic mechanics are the same if you have a dumbbell. If you're using a dumbbell, you're either grabbing the globe of the bell in between your fingertips at the top, or you're going hand on top of hand, index finger to pinky, and you're going to hold the shaft of the dumbbell, the handle of the dumbbell. And then from there, the mechanics are the same. Weights in front of me, I hinge, reach, hike, and extend. You've got 30 swings, and here again, you want to try to move unbroken through the swing. Try to relax your grip up the top. I would recommend not speeding it up, not necessarily pulling down to a power swing, but let gravity kind of help you out here on the way down. The power comes from that knee and hip extension. So at the top, you'll see my shoulder is right just about above my hip, which is just about above my knee. I'm not leaning back to get the bell to move. So again, hike, snap at the top, shoulders above hip and knee, and the elbows are loose and relaxed. So we're probably a Russian swing on these today. If your weight is lighter and you feel comfortable, taking that weight overhead. And then, fourthly, moving back down to the floor. I'm gonna get the bell out of the way so I don't headbutt it. We've got 20 hand release push-ups. So at the bottom of your push-up, elbow above the hand. So you've got a nice stacked forearm. I've got a little bit of distance between my elbow and my rib cage. I'm not way tucked in, but I'm also not way out to the side. And generally you see, I'll show here from the side, people come down, my chest is on the floor, and then they try to just pick the elbow up in this direction. And what can happen is the shoulder shoots forward, and we want to try to avoid that. So what I'm going to recommend is as you come down to the bottom of the push-up, just release the hands, slide them out to the side, place them back down, and do your next push-up. So it'll look like this. I'll show from 2 angles here. Push-up position, nice rigid body, down, out to the side, press back up. Key over here is that as I'm pressing off of the floor, everything is held tight so that I'm pushing the floor away from me. I'm not snaking back up. You want to have knee, hip, shoulder come up in a nice straight line. So an option, 2 options. One would be to modify to controlling down, knees off of the floor, and then driving knees down to come back up. So a switch, push up, or I could also just do the whole thing from the knee. And again, scaling some volume as appropriate for you. Totally okay if you're working on your pushing strength to have to do like sets of 3, 4, 5 reps at a time. Don't waste all your push-ups on the first round or 2. 50, 40, 30, 20. Rest 3 minutes. 4 rounds total. Crazy Metcon day. Hopefully you guys have some fun.